Life is a complex journey filled with joy, sorrow, and everything in between. We all experience stress, anxiety, and difficult emotions. It's a natural part of being human. To navigate these challenges, we develop coping mechanisms, ways to manage and regulate our emotions. Some coping mechanisms are healthy and help us thrive. Others, however, can become crutches, temporary fixes that provide short-term relief, but ultimately hinder our growth and well-being. Just like a physical crutch supports a wounded leg, an emotional crutch provides temporary support for our emotional pain. It's a way to avoid, numb, or distract ourselves from uncomfortable feelings or situations. While these crutches might seem helpful in the moment, over-reliance on them can prevent us from addressing the root cause of our struggles. Imagine relying on a physical crutch long after your leg has healed. You might avoid pain initially, but eventually your muscles would weaken and your mobility would suffer. Similarly, leaning too heavily on emotional crutches prevents us from developing the emotional resilience and coping skills necessary to navigate life's ups and downs. Understanding the nature of emotional crutches, their allure, and their potential drawbacks is the first step toward cultivating healthier coping strategies and building true emotional resilience. By recognizing and addressing our reliance on these temporary fixes, we can embark on a journey toward greater emotional well-being and authentic living. Emotional crutches manifest in countless ways, often disguised as seemingly harmless habits or behaviors that we might not even notice. Recognizing these crutches in our own lives is essential for breaking free from their grip and developing healthier coping mechanisms that truly address our needs. One common emotional crutch is excessive consumption, which can take many forms. This could involve overeating, binge-watching TV, shopping sprees, or substance use, all of which serve as temporary escapes. While these activities might provide temporary distraction or pleasure, they ultimately mask underlying emotional pain and prevent us from addressing the root causes of our distress, leading to a cycle of dependency. Another prevalent crutch is avoidance, which can be particularly insidious. We might avoid social situations, shirk responsibilities, or withdraw from loved ones when we feel overwhelmed or insecure, thinking it will protect us. While it feels safer to retreat from challenges, avoidance only perpetuates our fears and prevents us from developing the skills needed to overcome them, trapping us in a cycle of fear. Perfectionism, another insidious emotional crutch, often disguises itself as ambition or high standards, making it hard to recognize. We might hold ourselves to unrealistic expectations, constantly striving for an unattainable ideal, which can be exhausting and demoralizing. This relentless pursuit of flawlessness often stems from a fear of failure or a need for external validation, which can be deeply ingrained. Social media has emerged as a particularly potent emotional crutch in recent years, affecting many aspects of our lives. Seeking validation through likes, comments, and followers can provide a temporary boost of self-esteem, but it is not a lasting solution. However, this reliance on external validation is fleeting and ultimately leaves us feeling empty and disconnected from our authentic selves, creating a void that is hard to fill. These are just a few examples of the many emotional crutches we might lean on in times of stress or discomfort, each with its own set of challenges. Recognizing these crutches in our own lives is an essential first step toward understanding our coping mechanisms and developing healthier, more sustainable ways of managing our emotions, leading to a more fulfilling life. While emotional crutches might offer temporary relief from emotional discomfort Over-reliance on them can have significant negative consequences for our overall well-being and mental health. Understanding these potential pitfalls is crucial for motivating ourselves to seek healthier and more effective coping strategies. One significant drawback of emotional crutches is that they prevent us from addressing the root cause of our pain and distress. By numbing ourselves to uncomfortable emotions, we avoid confronting the underlying issues that truly need our attention and resolution. This avoidance might provide temporary relief, but it ultimately prevents us from growing, healing, and moving forward in a meaningful way. Additionally, relying too heavily on emotional crutches can lead to a vicious cycle of dependence and avoidance. As we become increasingly reliant on these temporary fixes, we become less equipped to cope with challenges in healthy and constructive ways. This can lead to a downward spiral of increasing emotional distress and dependence on unhealthy coping mechanisms, making it harder to break free. Moreover, over-reliance on emotional crutches can damage our relationships and social connections. When we numb our emotions or avoid difficult conversations, we prevent ourselves from experiencing true intimacy and connection with others, which are essential for healthy relationships. This can lead to feelings of isolation, loneliness, and resentment in our relationships, further exacerbating our emotional struggles. Furthermore, depending on emotional crutches can have serious consequences for our physical health and well-being. Substance abuse, disordered eating, and other unhealthy coping mechanisms can have devastating effects on our bodies, increasing our risk for chronic diseases and significantly shortening our lifespans. Recognizing the potential negative impacts of emotional crutches is essential for breaking free from their grip and reclaiming our lives. By understanding the risks associated with these temporary fixes, we can motivate ourselves to seek healthier, more sustainable ways of managing our emotions and building true resilience for the future. Breaking free from the grip of emotional crutches requires cultivating healthier coping mechanisms that address our emotional needs in a sustainable and empowering way. This journey is not always easy, but it is incredibly rewarding. These strategies help us navigate challenges with greater resilience, fostering genuine well-being and personal growth. They enable us to face life's ups and downs with a more balanced and positive outlook. One of the most powerful tools at our disposal is mindfulness. This practice allows us to stay grounded and present, even in the face of adversity. By paying attention to the present moment without judgment, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them. This helps us maintain a sense of calm and control. This practice helps us develop a greater sense of self-awareness and emotional regulation, allowing us to respond to challenges with greater clarity and intention. Journaling can also be a powerful tool for reflection and growth. Physical activity is another invaluable tool for managing stress and enhancing emotional well-being. It not only benefits our body, but also our mind. Exercise releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. These natural chemicals help us feel happier and more relaxed. Engaging in regular physical activity can help reduce anxiety, improve sleep, and increase energy levels, empowering us to face challenges with greater resilience. It also promotes a sense of accomplishment and well-being. Nurturing strong social connections is essential for building emotional resilience. These relationships provide a support system that we can rely on. Surrounding ourselves with supportive friends, family members, and mentors provides a sense of belonging and security. These connections remind us that we are not alone. Sharing our struggles with trusted individuals helps us process difficult emotions, gain new perspectives, and feel less alone in our challenges. This can be incredibly healing and validating. Engaging in creative pursuits can be incredibly therapeutic. And these activities allow us to express ourselves in unique and meaningful ways. Whether it's painting, writing, playing music, or any other form of creative expression, these activities provide an outlet for our emotions and help us connect with our inner selves. They can also be a source of joy and fulfillment. The act of creation can be incredibly empowering, fostering a sense of accomplishment and self-discovery. It allows us to see the beauty in our own abilities. These are just a few examples of the many healthy coping mechanisms available to us. Each person may find different activities that resonate with them. By incorporating these practices into our daily lives, we can build emotional resilience, reduce our reliance on emotional crutches, and navigate life's challenges with greater strength and authenticity. This holistic approach to well-being can transform our lives for the better.